needs that. Otherwise, you'll need to buy it from an exchange, and there's probably minimum purchase amounts that you need to be aware of. So the point being, if you're sending from your Trust wallet, for example, you will initially send the GoChain Omi token to an exchange or the app. When you want to return those tokens to your Trust wallet, you need to send them to the new Omi token wallet. And you can add that token contract address, which you can find in an article. So just be very careful and mindful when you're returning tokens to your own wallets that you are sending it to the correct Omi wallet and not to the old GoChain Omi wallet. Once you've migrated all of your tokens, you can switch that other wallet off. But just something to be aware of on that front. Second to that, always double and triple check the address you're sending it to. Make sure that it is your wallet address. If you accidentally send tokens to a token contract address, you have effectively destroyed those tokens. We don't have access to them. They live in Never Never Land and can never be retrieved. So please always be sure to use the correct addresses. Double check that you are sending your tokens to a wallet address and not the contract address. Just to make sure that we don't lose out there. But again, small test transactions every time will save you. For anybody using the secure wallet, there is an update pending. It will go live on Android later today. It has completely redesigned the user interface, but also fixes the gas fetch issue that is preventing you from sending your tokens. We're still waiting on final approvals from Apple, but we are obviously pushing them to get it done. So hopefully that is live by the end of the week as well. And again, just to reiterate, both the GoChain Omi token and the new ERC20 Omi token will be available on the Secure Wallet app. That will roll out in another update early next week. So just be mindful that you are using the correct address again when you are returning tokens to your wallets. Okay, I think that was a bit of a mouthful. I hope it wasn't too much for people, but those articles are available on the Ecomi blog. So please go through those instructions. I will release a video walkthrough on how to use the ChainSwap site as well, but I'll wait for that to go live just so I don't confuse anyone with testnets and all the other bits there. John and Alex, any points that I may have missed there?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Can you repeat that one last part though?
The Trust wallet?
Started at the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah.
just repeat it all.
Yeah. I may as well.
I think that covers pretty much everything. I think we're probably going to be better served at this point now that it is our third session. By just taking some questions from the audience. John, do you have anything off the bat, or can I start bringing some people up?
No, I think you could start bringing people up. Reese, you perfected your elevator pitch with the migration, so good job with that.
Thank you, sir. We got there.
Great. Fantastic. Yeah, you're getting good at this, Reese. You may have a future in the
Thanks, mate. Yeah, maybe.
All right. All right, let's move on to the audience questions. Hayden, what's up? You on mute there, buddy?
Oh, yeah, you might be on mute,
Hayden Quinn.
Sorry, I can't.
You there?
Oh, there we go.
Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for a great update. I have no idea how I put my hand up, so I'm going to give the floor over to someone else and keep listening.
Thanks, Hayden.
Well, it's good to see you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it, mate.
Okay. Looks like we have some people still trying to connect here. Let me get some others up. Hopefully Twitter cooperates today. Cali Crypto, you there? They're still connecting. Mr. Nasty.
Yeah, my bad. I messed up too.
Come on,
sorry.
Come on.
You just want to be close to Reese, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep bringing people up then.
Appreciate it. Sorry.
Thank you.
No problem. And we will go for probably another hour and 15, team. I've got that. So hopefully we get to all the questions that are pending. If someone does answer the question or ask the question you were going to ask, please just take your hand down so that we know that that's been covered as well.
Exactly. All right. I assume you have at least 3-4 questions, Mr. Pags.
Mr. Pags.
What's going on,
Mr.
guys?
Pags.
Thank you. Yeah, no,
Hey, bud.
I have a dozen. I'm going to start with the first one. No, I'm just kidding.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I got a question. So two questions. I'm sure that it's been touched, but I'm obviously not going to hold you to it. MTL. Is there a window of expectation as to when that's going to be fully rolled out? And with respect to interoperability, when the NFTs finally, I guess, get their we'll call them their wings. What platforms maybe we can expect?
Yeah, sorry, Pags. I'm going to just stop you there. Team, this is specifically for the OMI token migration. This is not a normal AMA, so any questions outside of OMI token migration, please save them for the next AMA. But I will answer your questions, seeing as you've asked them. The MTL is in the next round of testing. Until the devs and Dan is happy with that, it will remain in that state. And interoperability is the first priority once this final piece of the migration puzzle is out of the way. I think it's safe to assume that things will be available on the IMX marketplace. I know they're still integrating with OpenSea, or OpenSea is yet to launch on IMX, so we're waiting on news of that. And then from that point, it really depends on who integrates IMX's contracts, basically, or their technology on layer 2. But we won't really release any information on that until things are confirmed and going live.
All right. Cool. Let's go with the 9.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we got you there, mate.
Awesome. So my question is, you know how you guys are migrating over to Immutable X, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my question is this. I'm just making sure you guys hear me because I'm in a bad signal area. But my question is this. Since you guys are merging over to Immutable X, what happens to the secondary sales now? Are the secondary sales going to are they going to reflect the OMI burn? For example, if I buy something on Immutable X, is it still going to burn OMI like it did previously on the app, or is that eliminated?
I will have to confirm that for you. As far as I'm aware, it will still be the same. No, sorry. Any sales in the VV app burn OMI tokens. Any sales out of the VV app obviously are different. It doesn't launch the same token flows. So OMI burns will happen from sales within the app the same way they do now. Moving to Immutable doesn't change any of that flow. But once interoperability is enabled and products can be sold on other marketplaces, it obviously wouldn't trigger the same token flows.
Okay, so just confirming, if I buy something on Immutable, it's not burning OMI, correct?
Yeah, at least to my knowledge at this point. But we'll release more information on that once those features are available.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
No problem. Again, team, if we can keep this to the OMI token migration more specifically, and any questions around this, just to make sure that everybody understands where they need to participate, and we can get those questions answered.
Nate, hello.
Hello. Yeah, just a quick one. So basically, I've transferred my tokens from Gate.io.
Mm-hmm.
So what exchange should I do now? Because you said obviously you haven't confirmed with them yet.
Yeah. So we're just waiting to hear back. You've still got some time, so I would say just leave them there for now. Every exchange that makes OMI available will have to swap tokens at some point. It's just that we have had final confirmation from the other 3. Hello? So, look, I will post as soon as I get confirmation from Gate.io. You'll see it on Ecomi Twitter and in the announcements channels. They did indicate that they would facilitate it early. We're just waiting for reconfirmation on that. So you can probably do nothing for a few days. If you don't hear anything, then I would say AscendX, OKX, or Bit4X. Any of the other 3 will facilitate it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Nate. All right, let's move on to the Doge Pack.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Yep,
yes,
we've got you there.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys for having an AMA today. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. And it's just amazing to be a part of this ride.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No, thank you guys. My question is, So I have my Ecomi on my Trust Wallet. So my options would be to put it on Bit4X, and then there's going to be an automatic transfer, and do that before the 25th. And then my other option would be to be able to put it on the app. And then that would be an automatic exchange also, or is that
correct?
Okay.
Correct. So both of those options are automatic. The only difference is that tokens sent to an exchange will be swapped to layer 1, which means you can continue to use them on an exchange and return them to your own wallet. Tokens sent into the VV app will be swapped to layer 2, which means you'll be able to use them in the VV app when those features are available. But you cannot withdraw directly from the VV app to your own wallets again. And this is probably something I should have touched on earlier, so thank you for bringing it up. After this takes place, through the web wallet, omi.vv.me, we will also open what is called a bridge. Now, a bridge lets you swap between layer 1 and layer 2, which in this case means depositing to VV or withdrawing to exchanges or to your own wallets. So there's just one step that has to happen in between that, but it's important to be aware of, just so that you're aware that will take place. And there obviously will be some form of gas fee there to go in either direction, as it's a blockchain computation. So, really the whole point of these Q&As is to try and save you guys some money pre-migration. Anything can be done after the migration. There will just be gas fees incurred, and ETH gas fees aren't cheap at the moment.
Right. And then I have a second question. So then with the new address then, once the migration is complete and I want to put it back into the Trust wallet that I have it, then I'm going to need Ethereum for any transfer fees. Would that be correct?
Yes. To send from your Trust wallet afterwards, you will. To withdraw it, say, from the exchange back to your Trust wallet, that fee is included in the exchange withdrawal.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and look, it's important to understand, and I'll try not to confuse too many people. The entire all of Ethereum blockchain is going through a big transition where a lot of the user experience is moving to layer 2, like Immutable, at which point those gas fees do become cheaper again or non-existent. But that's really going to take the next 6 to 12 months to play out, probably. So,
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time and everything. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
You too, mate. Thank you.
Great. Let's move on to Cali Crypto.
How's it going, guys?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. Good. Ever since we all hung out at DCon, kind of missing it. Hopefully we do it again next year.
Definitely.
So my question is regarding Bit4X. So I have all of my tokens on Bit4X. I try to do like a small amount transfer now, right? So I went on an iOS. I went onto the wallet, the web wallet.
Yep.
I copied the address, right, to send receive. And then I went into Bit4X, withdraw, and went through the whole process. So now it's showing frozen, right?
Yep.
The small test amount, that's normal, like as in any other like crypto, like it's just gonna take a couple minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes, right?
Yep.
Okay, frozen's not, it's frozen forever and I lost it.
No, frozen is what the exchange itself does until they approve the transaction. So if you're a regular user of these exchanges, they tend to go through quickly because your account's been verified to some degree. But otherwise, it's someone at Bit4X kind of says, yep, okay, they can go through. So it's just frozen because you can't do anything with it until it leaves your wallet.
Okay, and that fee, they assessed me like a 1 point whatever OMI. That's a percentage of however much I'm sending. So for the minimum 5,000, it was 1.2 or whatever. If you're going to transfer like $1 million, it'll probably be a little bit more, right?
I think it'll be much the same. I think Bit4X I think a lot of those withdrawal fees, especially from Bit4X, are just a uniform fee now because GoChain is cheap.
Okay.
And if it's one token, what's one enemy token at the moment?
Like
0.008 or something. Yep.
Yeah.
So less than a cent basically to do that.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks again, and Reese, I have this awesome picture of you with your hair like waving your lovely locks. So that was me, if you remember that. All right, guys.
Thanks,
Take
brother.
it easy.
Appreciate it. Cheers, man.
All right. I bet you get that a lot.
Yeah, we're going to get some big fans for Decon next year, Alex, just so that I can be in the wind all the time.
Oh, boy. All right. Love Fest continues with Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Are you on mute?
Good
Lisa?
evening, good morning.
Howdy.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. So thanks very much for the video.
Oh, you're a little spotty there, Lisa.
Hey,
Is there-
Lisa, sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Do you want to try to get to a better spot and we'll come back to you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We'll circle back to you, Lisa. If you can get a...
Okay, let's move on to Omi Chica.
Hey, y'all, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
we've got you there.
Hello.
Thank you for letting me talk here. I just I wanted to let you guys know that I'm a VB turned enthusiast. I'm a physician assistant by primary, and thank you so much for changing my life and allowing me to speak.
Oh, that's incredible. You're so welcome. Thank you.
Reese, I know this is I know you guys can't give hard suggestions, but in terms of keeping it economical and trying to allocate my tokens accordingly for this migration, I want to optimize my chances on being on the OMI utility program.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm having a hard time deciding how much I should keep into Bit4X versus keeping some of my WebVV wallet for that program. So I just wanted to see if you guys had a specific approach or anything.
Yeah, look, it's obviously hard to dictate because everyone's circumstances are different. I guess a rough guide as to how much OMI you would send into the VV app, say you wanted to participate in the staking. There's already an indication, we have 3 tiers available now, $1,000, $5,000 and $10,000. We are looking to add a couple of higher tiers, which I can't confirm the exact numbers yet, but it wouldn't be higher than, say, $50,000 worth. So, I think for most people that might be what they would send in, somewhere under that number. But don't forget, you can always bridge your tokens later. So if you'd rather keep them all on layer 1 to use on exchanges for now, and then once the OMI features are available in the app, you can change your mind later and send it in. But it's hard to say for your circumstances, obviously. I think if you're planning on holding these tokens for quite a while, then you would send more to the VV app because eventually the rest of the blockchain ecosystem will catch up with layer 2 and that process will be easier anyway. But for me personally, I'll probably do maybe a 60-40 split or 60-30 split, something like that, or 70-30 split, I should say. I don't really intend on spending any tokens anytime soon, both on exchanges or in the app. But I'm okay with paying an ETH gas fee later when I change my mind. So it's really going to come down to your own circumstances, how many tokens you have, how many tokens you would want to spend in the app, for example. Because, eventually when you can sell your NFTs for OMI as well, that OMI will accrue in your in-app wallet too. So that might feature into your decisions if that's kind of the plan for you. Hard to say, but hopefully that helps a little bit.
Absolutely makes sense. Thank you so much, y'all.
No problem. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for joining. Indy, what's up?
Yeah, hi. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you for all the hard work you lot put in.
Appreciate it.
Good. And I've got 2 questions. The first one regarding buybacks. It's all gone a bit quiet. So
So I'm just going to stop you there, Andy. As I mentioned earlier, this is just for the OMI token migration. It's not a normal AMA. So if you have an OMI token migration question, fire it at me.
Can you give us a little update?
No. No. They're still going through legal and regulatory sign-offs. As soon as we have another update, I will release it.
One more question about new exchanges.
Yep.
How quickly, once the migration has happened on the 27th, how quickly do you think we can get new exchanges put in place?
It depends where we fit in their queue. So obviously we have been in talks with a number of exchanges who have been waiting for this migration to be done. But it will depend on how many other tokens they already have ready to go and listed and all of that. But it's my top priority and our top priority as soon as this takes place. So it shouldn't take too long.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right, thanks. Let's go over 9.
Yeah, thanks for having me up. Yeah, quick question. Follow up on the Gate IO. So on the off chance that they don't do the migration, right? How long would we have, and can we still use like the Go chain to like move things somewhere else and do the conversion ourselves?
So if I haven't sort of put out final confirmation by early next week, what are we looking at here? Let me just open a calendar. Yeah, so the 27th is next Thursday, our time. So by Monday or Tuesday at the latest, I'll put something out confirming if they are going to participate, and I would send your tokens before that. So as long as you've sent them to another exchange before the 25th, you should be fine. But keep in mind, once this migration takes place, they're going to have to swap them. Otherwise, there will be no trading on their exchange. So they'll probably participate at some point, but I would rather have complete and final confirmation to give you guys before I suggest sending there.
All right, thank you. So I only ask because there are some tokens that the developers have stopped supporting, yet they still let people trade on the Gate.io.
Yeah. So the GoChain token contract will exist until every single OMI token has been swapped to Ethereum. Now that might take 12 months. There's a lot of people that aren't as plugged into crypto, may not have seen our announcements or our posts, and they might sort of open their wallet in 12 months' time and think, I've got to swap them over. So, yeah, there's a real possibility that Gate.io continues to accept the GoChain OMI token, but you won't be able to send it anywhere else or do anything else with it, because all the other exchanges will be using the new token.
All right, cool. Thanks.
No problem.
Great. Thank you. And everybody who is requested to speak, bear with us. We're moving right through the list, right down the list. So, Crypto Lago, what's up?
Hi, I'm good. Hi. Sorry, just a quick follow-up. I wanted to ask a question about the migration. It's about the Telegram group. Are you guys really affiliated? Because I feel like they have been left behind about the migration and they know nothing about what's going on right now.
There is a Telegram announcement channel, which is t.me/Ecomi, and I have posted incessantly about the token migration. We also share all of these articles in the Telegram group that are available on the blog. And obviously, this is the 4th Q&A session that we have run, of which I have also shared the details multiple times, and our Amazix team have shared the details. So I apologize if you feel like you've been left behind, but I have truly tried to put this in as many places as possible, as often as possible.
Also, make sure you're in the right Telegram group.
Very valid point.
Yeah, thank you. That's true.
Yeah. So if anyone is looking for our Telegram community, it is t.me/Ecomi. There are no extra bits and pieces. Watch out for scam groups, all of those things.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Sammy,
Hello, Sammy.
Go for it.
Oh, hi. Yeah, thanks for everything that you guys have been doing. Obviously, over the last 12 months or so, it's been an incredible journey so far. So, really appreciate to be a part of what's going on. I had a couple of questions. The first one was, if we send back to one of the exchanges for the swap, and there's a technical problem with the swap or it gets compromised on the exchange, where do we stand as OMI token holders in that case?
Yeah, so if there's a technical problem with the swap, they will just keep trading in deposits and withdrawals paused until it is resolved. If there's an exchange exploit, it's the exchange's liability. So there's probably a good point to make. Anyone who is more security conscious, it's probably your best option to use the manual token swap site, chainswap.ecomi.com. Now, that's not to say we're not all security conscious, but there is always a risk that exchanges are exploited. We did see it on Ascendex a couple of months ago. But if your tokens are on an exchange and something like that happens to the exchange, it is the exchange's liability to reimburse or rectify the situation.
Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying. And the other one was regarding the bridge system. So are we, so in theory, can we just leave the tokens, say, in a trust or MetaMask wallet, whatever we've got them stored in, wait for the switch to go through, and then do we send our Go tokens to the bridge? Like, is there like a Go token address to send them on the bridge site, which then swaps them?
So the bridge is separate from the swap. Okay, the chain swap site, the ability to swap from the GoChain OMI token to the new ERC20 token is chainswap.ecomi.com. That is what you would have to use first. So say you left your GoChain tokens on Trust Wallet. In 6 months' time, you realized there was a swap that had taken place. You would need to use the walkthrough instructions that are on the Ecomi blog titled Manual Token Swap. That will walk you through how to connect MetaMask, how to send your tokens to MetaMask, and then to swap them to the new ERC20 OMI token, at which stage they are on layer 1. That means you can use them again on exchanges. You can send them back to your Trust Wallet to the new OMI address. The bridge operates through the web wallet, which is omi.vv.me. Now, same sort of process. It will connect to your MetaMask account. I will release a detailed walkthrough and video walkthrough of how to use that. So later, if you decide you want to use your OMI tokens in the VV app, you bridge from layer 1 to layer 2. So,
right. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Just before I go, would the gas fees be applicable to, because when we do the, effectively the swap to get them from, or do this transfer within the bridge or the swap app. So are there gas fees in there? Do we need to hold any Ethereum? Like how does that work? Or because it's going from Go to Ethereum, like have you got any information on how that?
Yes. So this information is in the manual walkthrough for anyone who wants to check out those instructions. The manual swap will indeed cost you ETH in gas. So essentially what you're doing is sending in your Go OMI tokens, and it burns them and it remints on the Ethereum side. So there's a Go transaction fee and an Ethereum transaction fee or gas fee that you'll need to pay if you're using the manual site. If you're using our automatic options, being the exchanges or the VV app, they are free and automatic. And that's really why we're trying to give you the information to forward plan a little bit and decide how and where to use your tokens so that you can avoid those gas fees. And then the bridge, same thing. Anytime there is a smart contract interaction, there will be a gas fee. I need to confirm if it's the same in each direction, because obviously layer 2s offer a lot of efficiencies and improvements on the gas fee. So it may be a different price going from layer 2 to layer 1 as opposed to layer 1 to layer 2, but I'll confirm that when I put out the walkthrough. I hope that helps.
All right, let's move on to Cam.
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate, we're good today.
Cool. Obviously, thank you guys for everything. But so my question is kind of, I guess I'd say it's OMI immigration related, but in terms of the security on VV, in terms of like when you migrate over all your OMI, I can imagine there could be a lot of people who are migrating over a shit ton of OMI and like might express like maybe some hesitancy. Like, are there plans, if you know, to like maybe increase the security on VV?
Yep. Look, so just on that, I will make a point, and I've made this point in each Q&A, but the security of your phone, the security of your app, the security of your assets is up to you. Okay. You should, everybody should be changing their passwords regularly. You should be using a password manager. You should have PIN codes on your phone. Essentially treat your VV app as you would any other financial services app. You don't leave your banking app open on your phone. You shouldn't do the same with VV. So just that's point number one. Point number two, yes, there are plans for other methods of two-factor authentication in the future, integrating Google Authenticator, things like that. But most of them don't actually offer that much more security. Using the email 2FA for us is the most ubiquitous. It was definitely important because most of our audience is a mainstream audience and they understand email 2FA. But if you have Authenticator on your phone and someone already has your phone and has access, they can obviously kind of just swing through that way. So Just to reiterate again, please take very good care of your accounts, of your passwords, all of those kind of things, because that is a liability that you bear.
Cool, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm sure you guys are sick of the same old questions over and over. Appreciate you understand.
It's good to get them out, man. It's like every question, someone has either thought of or is waiting to ask. So we appreciate it. Thanks for going on.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Right on. Jay, hello.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, mate. How are you?
Doing good. So I just kind of want to make it simple, stupid for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So as of right now, my tokens are on my Trust wallet.
Yep.
If I want to stake them, they need to go in my VV Ecomi wallet.
Yes.
Now, as far as putting them on Bitforex, that's where they were originally. I guess after, let's say, the first of the month, I would be able to transfer back to my Trust wallet as I had before.
Not if you send them to your VV wallet. So if you send them,
So if it's on Bitforex still. So I plan on staking you said that.
Yeah, if you've sent them to Bitforex, once they complete the swap and open withdrawals again, yes, you can send them back to your Trust wallet. Now, you'll send them to your Ethereum address on Trust wallet, as opposed to the old GoChain address.
Okay, so that's probably the part I wasn't connecting there. So it'll be an Ethereum address since it's being swapped over to the Ethereum network.
Correct. It's just the GoChain addresses and Ethereum addresses use the same root address, the 0x at the start. So it's just, you've just got to be very mindful that you are sending it to the new one, do a small transaction, all of those kind of things.
Okay. And then I wanted to make sure, I think you may have said it earlier, once it's on the VV Ecomi wallet, it cannot be taken out?
It can, but you will need to connect through the web wallet and bridge back to layer 1. Once you bridge back to layer 1, you can then use them on exchanges again or send them to your Trust wallet.
Okay, so pretty much don't put anything on there you don't want to stake. Like you said, that ratio of 60-30 is what I was planning to do as well. So that's perfect.
That's pretty much it. And there's an option there. If you do change your mind, it will just cost you a bit in gas to bridge. That's all.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
All right, cool. Let's move on to Vale or Vale.
Hey guys, thank you for having me, and greetings to all my VV addicted German friends. I got a question regarding the migration and about the OMI inside the VV app. Are they somehow related to the Ecomi hard wallet, or are we going to be able to, after the migration is done, send them to the OMI hard wallet?
Yes. So right now, the secure wallet stores the GoChain OMI token, and early next week we'll push live another update that will add the new ERC20 OMI token as well. So you'll be able to store them both there. Just be aware that both will still exist. So make sure you're sending it to the correct address when you do send it, until all of those OMI tokens have been swapped.
Okay, I understand. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Once it's in the app, you'll see it. It's literally labeled ERC20, and it has the new red O symbol that we all have in our name. So it should be pretty obvious.
I'm looking forward.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Moving on. Ecomi Ninja.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
Hey, brother.
So I had a two-part question, but I think the last person just answered part of it. So my question was obviously sending it back to the secure wallet. We have the two addresses, correct?
Yes. Yep. There is a, if you look in the manual token swap walkthrough, scroll all the way to the bottom to the FAQ, you'll actually see ERC20 OMI. There's put a screenshot in there. And that's what it will look like in the wallet.
Awesome. And then my other part of this question was, obviously we know that there's going to be an update coming for the secure wallet, but what happens if, iOS doesn't approve it and we can't get our tokens over and we're going to have to be forced to do the manual swap thing? I mean, is that something that you guys have thought of?
Yeah.
Is everything going to be squared away by
Yeah, it is. So we have good contacts at Apple. We've checked all the boxes and we're confident that it should be fine. If it is not, and I'm hoping to not have to do this, but you can import your seed phrase to other wallets. MetaMask is probably the quickest and easiest, but Ledger works, things like that. It all kind of has to support, it's called the BIP 39 standard. So if they don't approve it, or it doesn't look like they will approve it in time, I will release a walkthrough and instructions on how to import your seed phrase to another wallet. The only danger, well, there's many dangers there, but primarily, you know, anytime you enter your seed phrase into another wallet, you are risking your assets. So I'm really hoping to avoid having to put that out, just so that we don't kind of create new problems. It's not a scary thing. It's just something that requires a bit more knowledge. So yeah, leave it with me. We're pushing Apple to approve this thing, and we've done all they asked. So it should be okay.
I'm sure you guys are pretty busy, so I just wanted to make sure that was just something we talked about. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for everything.
No problem, mate. Thank you.
All right.
All right. John, do you have any questions from the community, or we good?
I think we're good. Reese, you covered a majority of it. I want to make sure that the audience has an opportunity.
Okay. I'll continue to move through the audience. And all right, Runaway.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Really nice event. Thank you. My question is about impact. Would the migration have an impact to the trading pair, or before and after? You know, after it will continue to be Omi to Tether. That's it. Thanks.
Once we are ERC20, I would think it's probably likely we'll see us listed against ETH on exchanges and things at the very least. It was much more difficult to list, a Go-based token against an Ethereum-based token.
Yeah.
So I think that that's probably going to be prevalent moving forward. But it opens up that possibility. It's up to the exchanges as to what they choose to list us against.
Got it. Hey, thank you again. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye.
All right, got a couple more lined up there, Mr. Alex. A millionaire? Let's go. Flight school.
Hey, Reese. Hey, Reese. Hey, Alex. One thing I hate about space is when you come up and something's already been covered and you ask again. So I apologize. Okay, I got rugged earlier. Can you guys give us a ballpark on when NFT to Omi or Omi to NFT can happen? I know it's not really a migration, but I was just kind of thinking.
It is in the, I think we released the kind of 4-phase rollout in the OUP. Hang on, bear with me a second. I think the first stage was staking, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look.
I can't remember if you mentioned that.
Yeah, so, the first phase of the OMI integration will be the staking and the tier structure. The second phase will be drop raffle. The third phase will be secondary market trading. So, look, it's not going to be an immediate integration. As to how long that takes, I can't give you an exact. But obviously, these are kind of the next core features that we're integrating alongside the MCP. So, I don't even want to ballpark it. Someone will hold me to it.
I don't want to add on anything into it, but a few of us degens have been sitting on Omi for a long time, and we can't wait to do things with it. So, thank you for that. The next one question, and I'll get out of here. If I wanted to send you guys more millionaire shirts, do I gotta add another 0 for you and Alex, or?
I'll have to check my accounts. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, if you say, Alex, I know you're getting married, so don't answer that out loud. But thank you guys for the space, man. As always.
No worries, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate.
Bye.
All right, let's move on to Ant.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Well, thank you.
Quick question. Let's say I send all my OMI over to my VV wallet. Before the migration, am I still able to send it back to, if I want to send a portion over to Bit4X?
If you send it all to your VV wallet before the migration and then decide, okay, I want to send 20% to an exchange again before the migration, yes, you can do that. After the migration, you would have to bridge those tokens back to layer 1 to be able to send them to Bit4X.
Okay, and my only other question is bridging also open right after the migration?
It will open, pretty shortly after. So the automatic swaps will be the 27th. The manual token swap site will either open that day or within a couple of days after. And the web wallet should have the bridge feature enabled within a couple of days as well.
Okay, thank you. Love what you guys are doing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, the homie DJ.
Hey, what's that? What's good? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, mate, we got you there.
Okay, cool. So the first thing I wanted to know was like, is there a fee each? Because I'm new to bridging. Is there a fee each time that you do that?
There will be, yeah.
Okay, and do we have any kind of idea how much that would be?
I don't yet. I do need to confirm if it's the same each way or if it's cheaper one way or the other. But any sort of fee on Ethereum is subject to that normal ETH gas fee. So it will depend on how expensive gas is on ETH at the time.
Right. And does that scale? Is there what factors go into that price? Because I remember I was trying to bridge some DAI or something onto like nifties.com, and the bridge fee was like $300, and I was like, I only want to buy like a $5 NFT. So
Yeah,
it's crazy, you know.
It's insane. Yeah. Now in that manual token swap instruction article that is available on the blog, I've put a couple of gas trackers in there. So there is a browser extension that's labeled in there, and there is the Etherscan gas tracker. So even though gas fees are high at the moment, you can sort of play the game by keeping an eye on them and bridging when they are cheaper. But it will be subject to whatever the ETH gas fee is at the time. Now, that's only a short-term issue as more exchanges onboard directly to Layer 2 and more protocols integrate with them. In the next 6 to 12 months, all of our user experience will move to Layer 2 and the bridging thing won't really be necessary. So it's only a shorter term kind of issue. But again, that's why we're trying to really give you the options so that you can save the money now instead of kind of having to bridge back and forth all the time because you've changed your mind.
Right. So exchanges are going to be in the future Layer 2 as well. Is true.
Yeah, they're going to integrate. Yeah, I think OKX has already integrated Arbitrum. I think Binance is integrating Optimism or one of those now. So it's just a matter of time before that ecosystem gets integrated. Yeah.
That definitely changes my thinking because, I mean, unless Omi moons to $1
you're gonna hold it, right?
6 months, I probably want to go for Layer 2 then. Two more little things. I'm assuming staking is only on the web wallet.
Correct. Yeah, it'll run through the web wallet. Yeah.
Is Omi 2 NFT confirmed? Or is that the plan?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. That's cool. Part of it'll be phase 3 of the Omi token integration. Yeah.
I misphrased the question. I mean, is it confirmed to be in the plans for everybody?
Oh, yeah. I'll confirm that in the next Omi utility article. Yeah, but after quite overwhelming community feedback, that's definitely what we're trying to provide there.
Okay, yeah, that would be good because I feel like that's going to be a big influence in people's decision.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think that was it. One fun one. Do you think people will keep the original Go Chain Omi token like a collectible coin or something?
Maybe one. I mean, it's kind of they'll have no use after this.
I guess you can't sell it unless you can somehow put it on a USB or something.
Even then, to be able to sell it, once all the exchanges are using the new Ethereum Omi token, you would have to use the manual swap site to swap any of those tokens across to do anything with it. I personally see no value in holding GoChain Omi tokens from this point. We're saying
I'm gonna put it on a USB or something.
The OG coin.
Hard time.
Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, homie. All right, let's go to Ecomi Addict.
Hey guys, thanks for all this. Really appreciated. I just had a quick couple questions here. So until I can get a VV secure wallet, I am going to probably be keeping all of my tokens on Ascendex. Now, I just tried I sent 5 of my tokens to the secure wallet. They charged me 1 OMI, so I actually got that part worked. Now I understand I'm probably gonna have to get one of those Go tokens, and it'll be a lot cheaper that way. But I guess my question is, am I okay just letting as is with my tokens on Ascendex as is? I guess.
Yes, yeah, they will automatically swap them for you.
Okay.
To layer 1 OMI, and then you can withdraw them to your secure wallet or wherever else, and you can put them on Ledger past that point as well.
Gotcha.
Any
Right.
wallet that supports Ethereum. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you mentioned banners, but I just literally did this like a half hour ago, and I have not seen any banners yet, so I was a little concerned about that. So
Yeah. They should. I'm assuming they will put up some sort of notifications to say, this date, we will pause deposits from the 27th, for example. So yeah, it should happen prior to the migration opening.
And I won't be using Ascendex to purchase the tokens after that date, correct?
You definitely can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I still can.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So this is basically what they're doing. When they swap your tokens, they're also changing all of their infrastructure to now support the new token. So your wallet address within Ascendex is likely to change because it will go from the GoChain wallet to the Ethereum wallet. But from that point on, the exchanges will support the new token, and that's what will be traded or bought or sold on the exchange.
Beautiful. All right, guys.
Okay.
Well, for everything you do. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you.
John, what's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to call one more thing out. Shout out to our brother Puddin Cheeks who mentioned this, but we do know that we've dealt with the issue of people sending wrapped OMI to either an exchange or the wallet, or I guess the VV wallet. Reese, can you just speak to that one more time? I know we've addressed it before.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good chance to reset the room too anyway. Anyone holding the wrapped OMI token. Now, if you haven't been around for a while or you don't know what that is, that's fine. You don't need to know. But if you are holding the wrapped OMI token, that means you either wrapped the existing GoChain OMI token 9 months ago when we moved to Uniswap, or you may have purchased the wrapped OMI token directly from the Uniswap pool. The only way to swap your wrapped OMI tokens to the new Ethereum OMI token is to use the manual swap site. That is chainswap.ecomi.com. You cannot send wrapped OMI tokens to the exchanges. You cannot send wrapped OMI tokens to the VV app. So just to reiterate, you have to use the manual swap site. The good thing is that you are going from ERC20 to ERC20, so it should be less gas intensive as a swap. So it will cost you less money to swap that token. But again, you have to swap them manually. Please check out those instructions on the blog. And on that note, team, we'll go for another half an hour or so. I just want to take a moment to reset the room in case anybody has joined us. The cut-off date for the automatic token swaps, that is in the VV app and on exchanges, is the 27th of January. Now, we are just blanket suggesting to everybody to have made their minds up and sent your tokens to either one by the 25th, just to be safe and to make sure that you do make it in for that. If you miss that window, if you miss the migration window for the automatic swaps, you can use the manual token swap site. There's chainswap.ecomi.com. That will be available indefinitely. So if you come back in 6 months' time and remember, I need to swap those tokens, that is your option, right? Post-migration, so after the 27th, you can no longer send your GoChain OMI tokens to the exchanges or to your VV app wallet. So just be aware of that. If you miss the window, you will have to manually migrate your tokens. But on that note, let's take another few questions.
All right. Moving on. Danny Boy.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Lovely
mate.
to say hello. Me and my Aussie mate are coming to Decon, so we look forward to saying hello in person.
Which Decon? London or?
Mate, we will come to wherever. We're actually just sitting there, enjoying the current bubble and saying
nice.
we are traveling.
Doing it.
Whether it's
Nice. London not confirmed yet, by the way.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Okay, well,
Just FYI.
Don't buy
it'll
tickets.
probably USA, I'd say, and or to the VV conference if that ends up in New Zealand?
Yeah, it's probably going to if it happens anywhere. We'll see.
And Reese, mate, if you're doing a 60-30 split, I'm happy to take that other 10.
Yeah, you want that bit? Yeah, Matt's is good today. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have to say, look, I really appreciate you holding our hands through this. You know, I'm definitely in the noob category here and, you know, a little bit nervous about it all.
Yep.
Just wanted to sort of summarize what I think is correct, and you just let me know if it is.
Will do.
So I use a Sendex. I've transferred my OMI into my Trust wallet. I will have to make a decision about whether to send it to the VV or back to a Sendex. If I send it to VV, it'll be layer 2. But you're saying if we wait long enough, most of the exchanges, like the big exchanges, will eventually allow you to sell on layer 2?
Yeah. Eventually. I can't put a time scale to that.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Yeah.
But if we want to do a movement later from layer 2 back to layer 1, we pay a gas fee. And I know that you can't work out exactly what they are, but are they usually based on like size or just timing? So would it make a difference between sending 1 million OMI versus 100,000 OMI? Would they have the same gas fee?
More or less, yeah. Yeah, it would be fractionally different, I think. But the gas fee is more a measure of network congestion, so how busy the Ethereum chain is, as opposed to the size of the transaction.
Okay, perfect. And once we get into the staking side of it, I think you might have touched on this, but you might not be able to answer completely. We're going to be able to establish ourselves and then trade between other people using OMI if you're staking, and or potentially everybody. But when we actually do the sales, like just say we only put the 50,000 in to the VV side and it takes a little bit longer for the layer 1 to convert over to layer 2 and all that. If we are selling as staked parties, is there going to be any sort of way of working out if you put something up for a gems listing and somebody buys in OMI, will you be able to replenish your gems with that OMI or?
Yeah. So initially, you will either list in gems or in OMI when that's available. So it kind of runs as two parallel systems. Down the line, through the money transmitter, the same thing that provides the cash out, if I list something in OMI tokens, but you don't have OMI, you only have dollars, the MTL will facilitate that middleman purchase to let you buy something that's listed in OMI. But the first rollouts, you'll either list in gems or in OMI tokens. So you'll transact in either one as opposed to crossing over.
Will they be visible on a single list or on two separate lists?
It depends what you're doing with your collectibles. So if I'm listing a Moogly, I will say I want to list it for 5,000 gems or 50,000 OMI tokens. You know, it's one or the other. So you'll see the listed price just in tokens or the listed price in gems.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Right on. Let's move on to Springboard.
Yeah, so I am kind of trying to decide which is better as far as going to Bit4X and then back to Trust Wallet or to the site. And my question is if you go to Bit4X and then the migration happens, what's the approximate cost in gas? And I know it's impossible to say, but is it going to be like a full $300 to then move your stuff from the exchange back to your Trust Wallet?
That depends on the exchange. So some exchanges, they don't tend to charge you a gas fee like you would from a normal crypto, like from Trust Wallet to somewhere else. Exchanges tend to have a uniform withdrawal fee. As to how much that is will change on exchanges. I have a feeling I saw it was up on Bit4X the other day. Maybe it was $30 or $50 or something. Okay. So it depends on the exchange on that front.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. All right, thanks, my friend.
No problem. And the only other, then later, if you want to send from your Trust Wallet back to an exchange or something like that, that gas fee will depend on the network, and you'll need ETH to pay that fee.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Right on. Yegs, hello.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Got you there.
Hey guys, yeah, first off, you guys are amazing. This whole project is awesome. I just had a quick question. So I have a lot of my wrapped Ecomi in a Coinbase wallet, and I wanted to try to transfer that over. Obviously, you have to do the manual swap site, and I looked at the directions, and it said about MetaMask.
Yep.
So what is the I guess the process, or what can I do to try to start, getting my Ecomi over to the app?
Have you used MetaMask before?
No, but I just created it and I tried to send a test amount with the WOMI from Coinbase wallet to the MetaMask, and then it just disappeared. I only sent like $7 worth, but yeah, I'm kind of confused on that. I don't know if you guys can help me walk me through that, or how does that work?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So on the Coinbase end, you should get some sort of transaction ID that you can open on Etherscan, which is a block explorer for Ethereum. So first and foremost, you kind of want to look for that. Make sure the transaction has actually been approved and sent before we go too far. Now, the second thing you need to do is add the wrapped Ecomi contract address to your MetaMask. So that manual token swap instructions kind of shows you how to add the GoChain OMI. Right? But if you're in MetaMask, hang on, let me open mine up. You have the assets tab. Right? So you kind of, if you're looking at your MetaMask, you have your value in ETH or whatever it happens to be. There's buy, send, swap. Then there's two little buttons. There's assets and activity. If you go to assets, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see import tokens.
Okay.
And that is what you're looking for to import the wrapped OMI contract. Now, I will have to find the wrapped OMI contract address for you. But you should be able to find it if you go through Coinbase. All you really need to do is add that contract address in, and those WOMI tokens will appear in your MetaMask. So it's not so much that they've been lost to oblivion, it's just that they're not being displayed in MetaMask yet.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So let me, do you want to just shoot me a message on Telegram after this? Yep. Or even to my Twitter, either one. And I'll just keep an eye out for that and find that contract address, and I can walk you through it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, take care.
Okay, let's move on to Walking Slower.
Hey guys, my name is Joshua. I want to say thank you so much for bringing me up, and thanks for the project. It's been so fun, the last year, and I want to say congratulations.
Thanks,
I wanted to see if you guys are going to do any type of press regarding the migration. Let's just say like Cointelegraph or, bigger publications in regarding like press releases.
I don't know that this is newsworthy enough.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
And then, that's it. Thanks.
Okay. No worries. That's an easy one. Yeah. Look, we will, it might get mentioned and talked about in publications or just across crypto sites, but it's not, the chain swaps are kind of standard in the industry. They used to happen a lot more often, so it's not really, they're not the biggest noteworthy events these days.
This is actually ginormous.
It is for us.
Yeah,
it's big news for all of us, for sure.
Yeah.
But,
Ethereum's market cap is going to make Ecomi explode. NFA, right?
Always NFA.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
Right on. Let's move on to T. What's up, T?
Hey, Reese. Okay, so my goal is to have a layer 1 OMI on MetaMask. Mm-hmm. And my OMI right now is on Trust Wallet, right? You're saying I should send it all to Bit4X, wait for the migration to take place, and then withdraw as an ERC20 and send that to my MetaMask, right?
Yep. Or you can send it back to your Trust Wallet.
Oh, and another thing is the token contract. So I'll be able to view it on MetaMask. Is it the same as the old token contract, or is there a new one?
New one. It's a new one, as we're now on a new chain. So if you're going from Trust Wallet to Bit4X, you don't need MetaMask. You can go directly.
Yeah. So eventually, I actually want the layer 1 on the MetaMask.
Got it.
And the token contract, does it start with the 0CA and ends with the E4B?
It is Ethereum OMI. So it's available in the token swap instructions on the blog. Step 4.4, the Ethereum OMI contract address. It starts with 0xe and ends in 1749e. So just be sure anyone who is adding the new OMI contract to MetaMask only get it from that article. There is likely to be scam OMI tokens out there. I think there's still an OMI token listed on PancakeSwap, which is an absolute scam. So just be aware of that. Our token is only available on the 4 exchanges that we have listed, and the contract address is in that article.
Okay. Where's the article at again? So I can go check it out.
It's on the Ecomi blog, medium.com/Ecomi. And
Okay,
it is called Immutable X Migration, Manual Token Swap. That's what you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Okay, let's move on to John Logan. John Logan, what's up?
Hey, thanks so much for bringing me up. It seems like you answered my question a couple of times, but you just weren't quite there. So I apologize in advance.
So fun.
Seems like thank you so much. So right now, if one had OMI sitting on the big Forex exchange, and you simply want to send it right over to your Ethereum account, let's say on like a Ledger Nano X, can we leave it there until after the 27th and it will automatically swap, or
Yes.
what might that look like?
Yeah. So leave it there. Right. The whole point is to leave it there now. If you've already got it on an exchange, leave it as is. They'll swap them for you. It won't cost you anything, and then you can withdraw them back to your Trust wallet or wherever you choose.
Really, it's just as simple as that. Leave it there after the
It's as
swap,
simple as that.
and
Truly,
send it right to my Ledger Nano X.
Yep, and your Ledger, when you send it to your Ledger, you'll send it to your Ethereum address because it will now be an Ethereum token. And Ledger is pretty intelligent, and it should automatically display the new contract address. If it doesn't, you can manually add the contract address, but it'll be fine that way.
Okay, great. That's simple enough. It's on Bitforex now. I'll leave it there. And,
Easy done.
When it's time to swap it, just send it right over to Ledger. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate
So
it.
they'll swap it. You send it back to your wallet. That's it.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
No problem.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. All right, let's move on to Loco.
Oh wow, guys! Thank you for having me up, and I really, Alex, and you know, I appreciate you, man. You guys are the best, all you guys. I just want to, I think you've answered it 5 times in a row, but I did buy XLM, and I moved it over to the Bitvortex, and I was afraid there was more steps, but it sounds like I might be done for now.
Just confirming, you mean OMI when you say XLM?
Oh, I bought XLM, and then I went to the spot on Bitvortex, and I sold the XLM, and then I bought OMI with it. So now I hold OMI on Bitvortex.
Perfect. You just leave it there, do nothing. They'll swap them.
Wow. I was so stressed about this. Thank you so much, guys. It really,
no problem.
Yeah, everyone complains that it takes, it's not that bad. Thank you, guys. It's like going to the dentist. All right, thanks.
Exactly. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just, we're really just trying to save people money in the future. That's all it is. But if your tokens are on an exchange, you don't plan on moving them from the exchange, just leave them there. They'll do the work for you, and then you can move them to your own wallets or just leave them on the exchange from that point. The only thing to be aware of is obviously any security risks around exchanges. There are occasionally hacks and exploits. So, I would never suggest leaving large sums of money on an exchange. So after the migration, if you want to secure your assets in your own wallets, that would be the time to move them off again.
All right, let's move on to NFT Tax Guy.
Hey, Alex and Reese, thanks for bringing me up, and thanks for hosting the space. So I just want to confirm, if you send your OMI to the VV wallet, is the staking going to happen automatically, or is this another step you're going to have to take to stake it?
It will just be an opt-in. It'll be an opt-in through the web wallet. So, your VV wallet will store your tokens, and once staking is available, you can choose how much you want to stake, how long you want to stake for. But you'll just have to kind of agree to do it, basically.
And then second question, will you be able to buy the Layer 2 OMI directly on the VV app eventually?
I don't think so. If we are just directly selling the token, we are essentially an exchange, and we would need financial services licenses and a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo to be able to do it. So I think the more likely scenario is that the MTL facilitates collectible purchases using the OMI token. They'll swap between fiat and OMI, but I don't see us directly selling the token through the app.
So if you want to still continue to accumulate OMI on the VV app, you're going to have to buy it through the exchange and then do the bridge to get it over to layer 2. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So you can.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. Also, I might need to hit you up, NFT tax guy, for some tax advice at some point.
I did a YouTube video with VV Vault over the weekend if you want to check it out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks for that. That's awesome.
See you guys. Thanks.
All right. Moving on to, let's see here, Kaser. Or Kaseron? Sorry, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, mate.
Yeah, the one question that I had, I just got in maybe like 25 minutes ago, so if you guys answered it, sorry again. But quick question is, I have tokens on Trust Wallet right now, and I want to send it to the VV app. It said I need GoChain tokens, and I heard people talking about that. Now, how do I accumulate that on Trust Wallet so I can use that gas fee to get it over to the VV app?
So you have two options. You can buy Go tokens from an exchange, but that sucks. Or you can go to the VV Discord server, and there is a channel, a temporary channel. I think it's called Need Go tokens. Alex, is that right? Get Go tokens. It's called. Yeah. So if you just jump in there, post your Trust Wallet GoChain address, one of our mods or one of our wonderful community members will shoot a Go token to your address.
Awesome.
That's all you need.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Okay, let's move on. Oh, looks like we lost a few people. All right, let's keep it moving then.
The old Twitter rug pull.
Yeah. Can always count on Twitter.
Can always count on Twitter, yeah.
I had like 3 people up here too. Okay.
Sorry,
Len.
guys.
Len, you there?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thank you for accepting me.
No problem.
Earlier, you mentioned how there's occasionally hacks on the exchanges, and that just leaves me wondering about VV platform and the putting the OMIs in the VV platform and staking them or just holding them.
Yep. Our security is obviously the top of the line. We use multi-sig wallets, all of those kind of things. There are very few people, actually probably only one person, our CTO, who has access to any of those keys. So the VV app wallet is as safe as it can be.
Okay, awesome. And 2FA and extra additional security layers would be added for users?
Yeah, look, there can be. I mean, the VV app does already have 2FA in it to log in. And just to reiterate for anyone who may have missed this, you really need to be treating your VV app and by extension your phone like you would any banking or financial services app. That means logging out of the app every time if you are that security conscious. That means having a PIN code or Face ID or one of those other measures on your device. Always change your passwords. Use a strong password or a password manager. All of those simple security things that we all tend to disregard until it's too late. But that security really is on you as a user to maintain as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, moving on to the lovely Sparky, who decided to finally come up after DMing me directly with questions.
All right. Hey, pals. Okay, so I had a post-migration question and just wanted to touch up on what Ree said about buying an OMI and then also being able to buy in gems.
Yep.
So after MTL and we get that whole thing going on, you said earlier that you can't buy OMI from the app. I know gem to OMI is coming, but is OMI to gem coming that I'll be able to do that?
So gem to OMI is not coming.
It's not coming ever?
No. So that was our original rollout, right? 12 months ago, you could go gem to OMI, OMI to gem. But then good old KYC and anti-money laundering cut that out because you could essentially buy gems and cash out in OMI. So we were an exchange for lack of Better term. So instead, we are running two parallel systems, one where you can transact with Gem, which will suit most of the mainstream crowd, and one where you can transact in Omi, but there isn't a crossover between them. You'll be able to...
I was going to say, there's not going to be interchangeable, because I could see it like, I was like, if that was a thing, me personally, I see the Gem as like a stabilizer, and then Omi's going down. Oh, let me convert it right away to the Gem. And it's like...
Yeah. And that is how it was intended to roll out. You know, that's kind of how it started, almost using gems like a stable coin. But obviously, you know, we had to pivot as the laws changed around it all.
Okay, thanks. That's all.
No problem. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Sparky. All right, Naked Whale.
Hey, I'm getting rugged a lot, so I'll be really quick. And sorry if this is already...
Oh, good.
Sorry if this has already been asked because I've just joined the space, but I'm starting on Sendex, and ultimately I want to be staking on the platform. Have you announced the 2 new tier levels, so I know how much to move across yet? And also, should I move it first and let you guys handle the migration, or wait on the Sendex?
Yeah, so we haven't announced them yet. I don't think the highest tier will be more than 50,000. That's $50,000 worth of Omi. So I don't know sort of what you're looking at there, but if you're looking to just kind of nail the topmost amount, I wouldn't go for more than that. In terms of which order you should do it, if your goal is to have the Omi tokens in the app to use for staking, send them to the app. We'll swap them for you, and it's free. If you leave them on the exchange, they'll swap them, but you'll have to pay a gas fee to bridge them to layer 2, which is VV. So if you know that you've got X amount that you want to use or keep in the app, send them to the app before the 25th. And looks like you got rugged, so I hope that answers the questions.
Okay, let's do maybe 1 or 2 more as we're coming up on the hour-and-a-half mark here.
Yep.
So with that, we'll do CJ, Ace is Wild.
How you guys doing? How are you?
Well, mate.
All right.
I'm late to the party, so maybe that question was addressed. Regarding the security for the login to VV app with a 2FA verification, is that something you guys considering?
So there is 2FA verification to log into the app. It's an email 2FA. That is the most universal 2FA that we could implement, as most of our audience is from the non-crypto universe. In the future, we're definitely looking to use the Face IDs and the Google authenticators and things like that, but it will stick as an email 2FA for now.
Got it. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
All right.
Cool. I might do one more, Alex, and then I'll wrap up with a bit of a reminder of all things.
Yeah, perfect. Let's looks like they're still trying to connect.
That's all right.
MacBook, what's up?
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for having me. I just have a little question about what is the point of leaving Omi on the exchange? Isn't it better to put all the Omi on the VV web app in order to reach the higher tier for stacking?
Yes. Yeah. So it really depends on how you personally want to use your tokens. So if you sell your tokens, if you trade them actively on exchanges, the best option is to leave them on the exchange and have them swap them. That swaps it to layer 1 Ethereum. If your total goal is to stake your Omi tokens and stake them within the VV app, and you want to use all of your tokens for staking or any other Omi feature, then you send them to the VV app wallet before the migration. So again, it just depends how you want to use them in the future.
Yeah, okay. So if I just want to withdraw some Omi when at a certain price point, like for example 10 cents, maybe it's not necessary that I keep many money on the exchange, and maybe I can put more on the VV web app.
You can, absolutely. The only thing is, once they're in the VV web app and we are past the migration, you will need to bridge them back to layer 1. So that happens through the web wallet as well, omi.vv.me. but you will have to pay a gas fee each time you do that.
Okay.
So if you know you want to sell some, let's say you want to sell 10% of your stack, maybe keep 10% on the exchange and let them swap to layer 1 and move 90% to the app and we'll swap them to layer 2 for you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you very much for your advice and thanks for everything.
No problem. We appreciate it. So on that note, fam, just to reiterate a few of the points here and to try and make it as simple as possible. If your OMI tokens are already on an exchange, being Bit4X, AscendX, or OKX, you can do nothing. You can leave them there. On the 27th, they will facilitate the token swap or whenever they choose to, after which you can withdraw those tokens to your own wallets or continue to leave them on the exchange. Now, obviously, leaving large sums of value on an exchange is not recommended. We always recommend cold storage wallets, but that is up to you. If you would like to use your OMI tokens in the VV app in the future, being staking, the OMI drop raffle, buying collectibles in the market, and anything else, you need your OMI tokens in the VV app. The quickest and easiest way to do that is to send your tokens into your VV app wallet now or prior to the 25th, and we will swap them for you. After the 27th of January, so after next Thursday, you can no longer send your GoChain OMI tokens to the VV app wallet, and it's highly unlikely you'll be able to send them to an exchange from that date. So if you don't do it before the 27th, and I'm suggesting the 25th of January, you will need to use our manual token swap site. That is chainswap.ecomi.com. You can use that at any time. It will stay open indefinitely. But each time you use it, you will have to pay gas fees. So just be aware of that. If you hold the wrapped OMI token, otherwise known as WOMI, the only way for you to swap those tokens to the new Ethereum OMI token is through the manual swap site. You cannot send those tokens to the VV app. You cannot send those tokens to exchanges. So please be aware, if you hold the wrapped OMI token, you have to use the ChainSwap site. Again, that is chainswap.ecomi.com. But you can do that at any time. You can do that in 6 months' time if you choose to. That swap site will remain open and let you swap at any time. So hopefully that summarizes that. Alex and John, any final things to cover there you think are important?
Yeah, and one more time, we're waiting for approval on the secure wallet app update, correct?
Correct. So the Android update will go live later today. That will be available, so you should see it in your App Store or Google Play Store within the next 24 hours. And we are still in talks with Apple to get it approved on iOS, and I will put out some updates and tweets when that's available. I'll also release a update article on the Ecomi blog probably after this, just so that everyone is aware, and we will send out an email to any secure wallet holders as well, just to bring everybody up to speed on that front.
Sweet. Sounds great.
Perfect. All right. The only other thing, fam, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Ecomi Twitter Spaces, we will be running one more of these Q&A sessions in Spanish. John will be there, as well as Wendy, and I will be sitting in the crowd, hoping nobody asks me a question.
I think the crowd. I think the crowd's gonna expect you to speak Spanish. So
wow, they're gonna be sorely disappointed. Mi español es mierda.
Okay. Vamos a ver.
All right, fam. Thanks everybody for coming out. You can always contact me on Telegram, and our mods, our Amazix team in there have all of this information as well. And all of these recordings are available in the VV Discord server in the audio downloads channel. So you can go back and listen to any of the four of them.
And this one in particular is recording and can be archived on your Twitter page.
Yes.
Please. So look into that after we end the space.
I will, yeah, and I'll look to post this on the thread as well. If anyone has ongoing questions, post them on that on the same thread, and I'll try to get to them in the next 48 hours or so. On that note, big thank you to everyone for coming out. Really looking forward to making the final transition to Ethereum and onwards and upwards from there. Appreciate it, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Cheers.